And we're back here at the World Championship in badminton in Nanjing, China, and the order of play on court 2. As you can see, fourth match is coming up, which is the men's doubles. The young players from Malaysia, Aaron Chia and So Woo Yeek, against the number 4 seeds, Li Junhui and Liu Yushen of China. As you can see, the top draw is already decided, but here the bottom draw is still an open affair. We will focus on the top one of the 2 matches left, and that's Aaron Chia of Malaysia, So Woo Yeek of Malaysia as well. Here we've got the 2 players in front. Aaron Chia, the first one, and the second one is So Woo Yeek. And after that, the Chinese duo. China top favourite to win this one, but must say that the 2 Malaysians have played really well and done some nice offsets on the way. So can they do that again, or will the favourites from China run away with it? Time will tell. We will love to follow, and I hope you are just as excited as I am to see this match. So the 2 Chinese athletes are really tall athletes.
Black.
Junhui is 195, and here we've got the head-to-head between them. As you can see, this is the first meeting. The Malaysian pair have really not played at this level ever before. Quarter-final at a World Championship. They normally play international challenges at Super 100 tournaments, maybe Super 300 tournaments. So this is obviously a very, very fine performance so far from the 2 Malaysians. Junhui is 195 and Yu Chen is 193 centimeters. Tall athletes, good attacking skills, awesome power now and again, and has been as high as world number 1. So it will be interesting to see if the Malaysians here can play their normal disruptive style, as I would call it. Try to play a lot of shots that's sort of not in the textbook, unsettling the combination here. Here we've got Liu Yushen, 193 centimeters, 23 years of age, number 5 on the world ranking at the moment. But they have, as I said, been as high as number 1. They've spent 10 weeks in between April and August last year as number 1. His partner Li Junhui here, 23 years of age, 195, and of course the same ranking applies. The way to the final, the way to the quarter-final here. The second round could have been a very tricky one, but it wasn't. They won 21-16, 21-10 in 37 minutes. But yesterday, against Go Wei Shem and Tan Wei Kiong, the silver medalist from the Olympics in 2016 from Malaysia, it went the full distance in 62 minutes, 22-20 in that deciding game. Otherwise, we would have had an all-Malaysian affair, but we are not. And here we have 20 years of age, So Woo Yeek, 182 centimeters. The ranking is 35, and that's the highest these 2 young guys have been so far on the ranking. Surely they will move up after this, but let's see. Aaron Chia, 21 years of age, 170 centimeters. Same ranking applies. They played together at junior level as well, and in 2016 they played together at the World Junior Championship, but they lost the 4th round. Here, on the other hand, what an awesome way to this quarter-final. They beat the number 12 seeds from Chinese Taipei, 21-19 in the third in 60 minutes. And yesterday, Astrup and Rasmussen, the number 8 seed, they won 2 straight games, 21-18, 21-16. That was an awesome win for the 2 youngsters. Can they do it again? We don't know, but let's see.
Ready to play?
Of course, this combination here was one of the cornerstones in the Chinese Thomas Cup team that won the Thomas Cup in end of May. They really performed well, kept it together, and made sure that possibly the star of the team in the third men's singles, Lin Dan, really never came into play.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right,
and here we got the umpire Christian Johannessen of Denmark.
And on my left,
and service shots is Rohana De Silva of Sri Lanka. So Wu Ying serving to Yu Chen. Love all play.
One love.
This is what I mean by it's a disruptive style of the Malaysians. This is a very typical Malaysian style of play. Really challenging at the net, playing the net shots even when the opponent is standing there. And here, so Wu Ying did it really well. And good strong actions by Aaron Cha here in the flat exchange. And this is what I mean when the two Malaysians here, they've got a lot of confidence. They're not scared of lifting it to these two tall athletes that really hits hard. They have strong belief in their defensive abilities and moving the opponent on the back line and then getting into these counter-attacking situations where they are more able to score. Both the two Malaysians, they were selected for the Thomas Cup team for Malaysia, but only Aaron Cha played as he formed a scratch partnership with Teo Yi. Wu Ying was on the bench. But it could have been interesting if this young pair had played at the Thomas Cup campaign from Malaysia, because they played so well this week.
No flash.
So of course, no flash. Cameras here is really, really distracting for the players. As in this day and age of social media, everybody wants selfies and pictures and all the rest of it. See, that's a good cross-court shot. It's called out, and we have a challenge. Very sensible of the two Malaysians to challenge this one. Might be out, but they show that they do understand this about the challenge and how to use it and so on. Let's see. Let's go upstairs. It looks out. Yes, it's out. One challenge remaining.
Unsuccessful.
And CHN is serving.
Remaining. 5, 4, play.
A broken string there by Junhui. It was a good opportunity, but it very often happens in a situation like that. You break a string and thereby you miss your shot. Of course, this also quite young pair from China is trying to make amends for last year when they lost the first round at the World Championships in Glasgow.
It's over. 6-5.
Where they lost to Ahsan and Saputro of Indonesia. That was a major upset at the time. And the Malaysian pair really have to watch out. They're not getting too much into a defensive situation. Have to be able to find the various gaps here. Play proper shot selection. So the Chinese duo is having a small lead here, 8-5. And this is what is so important in men's doubles, is to make sure that your return of shot is falling below the tape. Look at this one here, below the tape, and that's why the Chinese duo is missing it. It's played in such a way that it's landing below the tape. Good defensive skills by Aaron Cha. Good counter-attack here by the Malaysians. Got out of serious trouble and closed the gap to 7-8. So we're having the court mopped and change of shuttle, and players are toweling down. It is interesting, though, that the coach of the two Malaysians is not here to follow them in the tournament. The coach under normal circumstances is Cha Soon Kit. Cha Soon Kit has just been demoted as head coach in the men's doubles department in Malaysia, and that position has now been taken over by the coach, Paulus, who is an Indonesian. Good play here, really good play by CHN, 10-7. Coming back to the coaching situation, please give credit where credit is due. Do not neglect to give people the praise they deserve. Cha Soon Kit has been working with this young Malaysian pair for quite a while, so perhaps he should have been here. Good attack there by Junhui. Very strong, very steep, taking this game into the mid-game interval with an 11-8 lead. Here we've got confirmation in 8 minutes.
对，你就多注意他这种分啊、变什么滑拍。
而且正水的边线啊，他起来中路的边线上注意一下就是。
你派头大，你有时候要先下他，对吧？
大家好，就能打就打，不能打就一卸，卸完就多注意他，再下一个。tekan kuat asal itu bola turun pasal apa diletak di selalu masuk ya kan you boleh net kalau udah ini net kalau dia udah ada ini bagi macam tadi bagi hak ini tapi tak berani ya bagi hak you
你上去捅下一球先不拿啊往前人先拿最变就行了
11-8 play.
Yeah, just wide of that sideline. Very unfortunately for Yu Chen here.
9-11.
It's a good opportunity, good shot, good reply. 9-11. There's a lot of energy in this Chinese combination today, really shouting loud. Last time I saw that was at the Thomas Cup in Bangkok, end of May. They were really, really fired up. But I must admit, I do remember the Indonesian Masters this year in January, where there was a mental war between Sukamuljo and these two Chinese players. And I would say that the two Chinese players came out of that mental war as the losers.
It's over. 13-10.
Yeah, Yu Chen here trying to appeal to the to the judge, the umpire here, that there was a double hit on it. So now Wu Yik and Aaron really have to watch out. Yeah, I think the umpire here, Johannesson, is right. Don't shout at your opponent. If you want to shout, you have to turn your back and not be aggressive in such manners.
Service over.
Yeah, Junhui possibly a little bit over anxious here to kill it. That shot by Aaron Cha, the attacking lift was really flat and fast. And he was way out of balance.
Service over. 16-11.
Good play. Oh, it's called in.
Service
It was
over.
very close to that back line. Have no challenge on it, so
16.
everybody agrees that was in. And now the Malaysians really need a run of points here to close the gap.
Service over.
There's no doubt that So Wu Yik, the younger one of the two Malaysians, the 20-year-old, the taller one of the athletes, is still not strong enough in that flat exchanges, but I'm sure within a few years we will see it completely differently.
Service over. 13, 17.
Yeah, this was one of the exchanges, so we won.
17.
But he was quite lucky because he was playing his shots upwards.
Service over. 18, 14.
So it seems that this first game is slipping away from the two Malaysians. The former world #1 had really been very, very strong in this first game. Not been giving too many opportunities to the youngsters. 20 game point 14. It only took one, and CHN and Jin Hewitt takes the first of the opening game, 21-14.
基本上熟悉了大概什么路子，就不用理，就是特别着急的，不要摁死他，不用打得那么着急，相似
有优势的时候别起来连贯就行。
关键趁着开局的虚，我就想说借这个劲儿就打到他，
对，
就不敢分球，要不然让他两边分得出来的时候，
要配合
那我们就不好打。我知道。
不，你打错的就最连贯就行，他球并不需要过来之后，
有的时候
看到位置能够
要注意，尽量有一点分开，就这个球打完之后下一个换一点，别同样的点。
好的，好的，很好，就还是静下来，就一分分把它打好就行。好，开始啊，下。
So these two Chinese players having a little bit of a reputation to be a bit too nervous when it really matters. But I must say today they play with great confidence. Here we have the two coaches. On the right is Paulus, and on the left is Pang Chichang, who is standing in as well. He is the mixed doubles head coach.
Ya, di belakang ya masa begini ya yang tadi you pasang you ada
So the Malaysian obviously making full use of this
di bagian saya
interval between the two games. Lost the first 21-14 and they really have to regroup. On an interesting note, I can mention that So Wee is the son of former international player So Gun Chak, and his uncle is Su Bin Kiang, who partnered Cha Sun Kit in the Thomas Cup in '92, where they actually won that crucial match where Malaysia took the Thomas Cup home, and they're very, very famous for that win. Obviously, So Wee wants to do the same.
Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1-0.
This is the kind of mistakes that cannot afford. Good start by the Chinese again, but that one, I know they want to play these soft shots. They don't want to give the initiative away too much, but you cannot make mistakes. Good flick serve here. Junhui. Yeah, fierce match here by Aaron Jha.
2-0.
Yeah, good play here by the Chinese players, Li and Liu. Really strong in these flat exchanges. They're up side by side and cover the court really well, stepping forward all the time, and it's impossible for the Malaysians to lift it over them. They're two tall guys, as well, as I've mentioned earlier, so it's got to be a lift with a proper height and length.
Service over. 3-all.
Good interception here by SOH. You can see the young man can hardly stand still of excitement, and that's very understandable. Can you imagine 20 years of age and playing a quarter-final in the World Championship here?
5-3.
String is gone, perhaps. Yeah, the string is gone. CHN broke a string in his racket and still managed to finish it. Here we see Aaron Cha, wonderful racket skills and very athletic. That was a miss by Ruik.
5-all.
5-all it is.
Service over.
Aaron udah tap sini, Ai jangan lambat.
6-5.
Tap sini dia jaga sininya, ya. Bagus ya. Terus ya.
And what we heard was Coach Paulus with the Malaysian duo.
6-all.
This pair was, they lost the first round last year in Glasgow. They lost to, as I mentioned, Asan and Saputro. But they were also the top seeds of that tournament when they lost that first round. That must have hurt some, but good to see them back here fighting for the title. Misunderstanding, but really well fought by Junwei. And they won it. Can you believe it? They won it. CHN moving forward, got caught and partner in behind him and saved it, diving. Tried to have it, oh, we didn't get it completed, but this is good defensive work by CHN.
9-8.
Here we see it on the floor to get it. Partner covering the full court and did so well. Aaron Charles asked by the umpire not to throw the sweat outside the court. It's a new rule within badminton, and something badminton players have been doing for decades and decades, and it's a hard thing to get rid of. What happens is not easy to get rid of. 10-8 for Lee and LIU.
Time is over. 9, 10.
And it's all level again, 10-all here in the second game. But China's one game to love up, 21-14 in that first game. CHN wants the court to be marked. The umpire saying, I'm sure you can do that with a foot and get on with it. Really very nice finish by Junhui at the net there. The last shot, really nice. Trying to have a look here. This one. Very short action with the wrist.
Depan mau macam dibagi dia body atau panjang dia punya body kanan. Nah, lepas itu you jangan lambat. Aaron ada tekan sana, kiri sini, you jaga tutup sini. Kalau you ada tutup sini, Aaron tutup sini. Ya, selalu dia perlukan panjang. Ya, ingat kalau dia lagi main macam ini, you susah dia tekan. You bagi tengah belakangnya dia atau tengah passing yang dalamnya. Ya, udah itu aja simple. Ya, fokus terus ya, udah bagus ya.
11, 10, play. 11-all.
11-all, as so often said before. It's important to get the points, get on the scoring board again after these intervals. Whether you're leading or trailing behind, so important. 11-all. That's in, that landed in, good defensive shot. So weak.
11.
And this is what Aaron tries so good at. So strong when it comes to these flat exchanges. That's going long in the back line.
12-13.
Kalau macam tadi ya memang susah. Yuk bagi tengah ke kiri. Sabar, ya sabar. Fokus lagi, ya.
Good play by Wujik here. Covering around the head really well first, and then nice follow-up. You can really see he's enjoying himself on the court here. It's wonderful to see, because at one stage he actually gave up on badminton. He resigned from BAM due to injury and a lack of interest. Then continued to play in a club outside BAM. And by a bizarre situation, 5 players from a club was invited back into BAM, and he was one of them, so suddenly he was back in. But that's life. That's life. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. That's what John Lennon said.
Service over. 15-13.
Good block shot there by Chen, but Aaron Chow actually anticipating it really well, moving forward, but it's below the tape as what we've discussed before, and it is not possible to play a shot like that. He's forced to lift it, but he got there a little bit late. So can the young Malaysians take this second game and force the match into a rougher game? We will be a lot wiser in a very short time. Good return. Good return by Yu Chen here. Finding that midcourt area, trying to have a look at that. Just between the two players. Creating that slight confusion who's to take it.
Service over. 17-16.
Jangan main satu-satu ya, nanti lepas first secondnya tunggu.
Good play by Yu Chen again in the flat exchange. Once again, Aaron Chow was forced under the tape and had to play shots upwards. And this is now when the experience of the two Chinese is coming into play.
17.
Now 18-17 up, having won the first game.
Front of the net. Thank you. Court receiver.
Whoa.
19-17.
That is unlucky. Saying that he moved his foot before the shot was struck. There's nothing they could do. This is what the umpire saw. I don't know if we get it in slow motion, but this is not happening very often. And that's unfortunate because it's so crucial time in the match. China serving 19-17 up. And now 3 match points. 2017, having won the first 21-14. As I say, this is all about experience. But surely, should the two Malaysians lose this one, they have learned valuable experience. Yeah, that was really quick by Junhui, getting out there, changing his racket. Unfortunately for him, partner was missing a fairly simple block shot that could have kept them in play. So 2 match points saved. Can they save the last one here? 19-20. So Wu Yik is serving. Have great positive attitude, these two young guys. And they saved it. They saved 3 match points. Believe it, Kenny. It's really one of his really strong areas here in the flat exchange, and he missed that one going cross court with the forehands. Good serving there by Yu Chen. Oh, there was slight hesitation there between the two Malaysians. Chose to leave it, and it was out on the back line. 20-all, 21-21. Yeah, that's a good angle. That's an awesome angle there played by So Wu Yik. Really great play, totally out of reach of Junhui here. Try to have a look at it. Diving for it, but out of reach. So Malaysia has got 1 game point now. And a missed opportunity on that serve. 22-22. Yeah, apologizes. He's not allowed to touch the net. Which means that match point at number 5 here for the two Chinese. 23-22. Can they convert this time? Or will the Malaysian escape one more time? And there he comes, and there he comes. 24-22. And the Chinese duo, Li and Liu, is in the semi-final for tomorrow, winning 21-14, 24-22 against the young players here from Malaysia, 20 years old, So Week, and 21-year-old Aaron Shah. They can be proud. They have done extremely well in this tournament. Well done. It's been wonderful to see that a new pair is coming on to the world scene of badminton. Here we have the match point. Well played. Really well played. And look at the celebration. It means a lot. The coaches are happy. It just shows that they have to show respect for these two young ones. Men's doubles quarter-final. Li and Liu of China winning 21-14, 24-22 in 39 minutes.